We're back now at 11:23. Black History Month starts tomorrow, but tonight the Holy Redeemer Church of God in Christ is hosting a screening of the movie Till. The movie tells the story of Emmett Till, a black teenager kidnapped, tortured, and then lynched in Mississippi back in 1955. Joining me now is Pastor Jeremy Henry with Holy Redeemer. Thanks so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having us.
This is a pretty fantastic way to kick off Black History Month. You're doing it a day early with this screening tonight. Just gave a little brief history of Emmett Till for folks who may not be familiar with the case, but just tell me, who is Emmett Till and what is tonight's screening going to focus on?
Sure. Emmett Till is a young man who was murdered and kidnapped as he was visiting his family in Money, Mississippi, and one of the worst brutal kidnappings in this nation in 1955, of August 1955, which is the 70th year of that anniversary. And so it is so important that we capture this story. There's so many narratives that have been spoken about it, but we have the eyewitness account coming from his cousin, who was actually in the home with him that night and whom had traveled down to Money, Mississippi from Chicago with him. And Reverend Parker will be preaching for us Sunday morning and also engaging in a talk back on Sunday afternoon.
And before we get to that talk back, which is pretty fantastic that you have Reverend Wheeler coming here to Milwaukee to be a part of this conversation, you're doing the screening tonight of the movie Till.
Yes.
And folks who come out to that to the movie screening will be able to walk away with the book that you have here.
Yes,
too.
yes. With the donation to IPAMA, you can walk away with this book. And he's going to also sign a copy of these books on Sunday. So it's a historic event, a great opportunity to hear firsthand what it was like, what had happened, the eyewitness account of what happened that night in Money, Mississippi.
And he really hasn't told his story. You were just saying in 30 years, this is really the first time that we're hearing these accounts.
Sure. For 30 years, no one asked him what happened. And so he's 85 now, and just recently written this book that we have. And so it'll be an opportunity to listen to the movie that was written and produced called Till, but also to compare and contrast the facts by hearing what actually happened and what was Hollywood produced.
As we start to celebrate Black History Month, officially kicking off tomorrow, what's the importance of having these conversations, of taking a look back at history to really look ahead to the future as well?
Sure. I think a person who does not know their future is bound to repeat it. And in this time and in this climate that we live in, it is so important that we understand who we are, whose we are, and to be able to transform this world, we must understand that and identify with people who have overcome struggles, overcome challenges, and that we are a part of them, and our legacy continues to live on, and our story is shared through the nation. So
2 opportunities this weekend to hear about the Emmett Till story and its impacts then, and looking to the future tonight and then on Sunday. Thanks so much for being here and talk to us about it. We do appreciate it. The screening of the movie Till is happening tonight at 7 o'clock at the Institute for the Preservation of African American Music and Arts. That's near 32nd and Hampton.